Hi guys, welcome back to another Bourbon Santa video. We're still in Irish month, but we're getting close to the end. Today we're doing Redbreast 12-year cask strength. We're going to compare it to the regular Redbreast 12-year and to the Redbreast 15-year. And then I have the little bit left of the spots over there in case we need to compare it to some of the spots. We'll see. We'll see if we need to go that far. I think we will. Just for science, just to be thorough, just to make sure we get the full experience. Redbreast 12-year cask strength. See now, when I first got into Irish whiskeys, this was one of my favorites. This is one of my favorites for a fancy Irish whiskey. You know, I was into the Jameson, you know, the Black Barrel and the regular and the Cask mates. And I honestly just never really explored Irish much past that until I tried Redbreast 12-year cask strength. And it really opened up to me this world that there's more to Irish than just Jameson and just, you know, car bombs and picklebacks and stuff like that. So, let's jump in. Oh. I get that awesome biscuity note that Irish is just known for, but I also get raisins, maybe a little date, little cinnamon on top, a teensy bit of a floral note. There's another baking spice other than cinnamon there, maybe allspice. It's just lovely. It's just freaking nice. It's seriously so easy to drink. So easy to drink. Wow. The taste, you get all of that single pot still notes, and a single pot still always comes across to me as a slightly metallic taste. I know that's not a good description for it, but that's the way it presents to me. It's like, you know, you stuck a penny in your mouth or something and you get a, you know, that metallic note, but not as strong as if you actually put a penny in your mouth. Just a teensy bit of it. And, you know, and that's probably from the minerals coming out of the still into the liquid that's going through it. And it ends up in the glass, and my brain, it reminds me of all the pennies I stuck in my mouth when I was a kid. I don't know why. Kids. There's a nice creamy note, like a really sweet cream. Like you're making homemade whipped cream before the peaks hold, when it's still really liquidy. It's that same smell. Cherries. There's some other fruit happening there. A touch of banana. Okay, so let's compare this to the 12-year regular Redbreast that was in our little sample pack that we all shared together. Oh yeah. Oh, the banana is more pronounced in the regular 12-year. But everything else is dulled down. The dark, rich notes aren't as big and bodacious. The cask strength, just, oh man, cask strength is clearly better. Oh yeah, even on the flavor, the 12-year is so muted and mild. I mean, don't get me wrong. The regular 12-year Redbreast, delicious, absolutely delicious. But cask strength, they should just stop making this. They should just stop making that and just make that. If a whiskey guy and a bourbon guy was going to give Redbreast a suggestion, that would be it. Just stop with that. Stop with the 12 year. Just do the cast strength. It's getting a little bit of... I'm getting a little honeydew melon note. That green, really more the husk than the meat. So, let's compare that to the 15 year. Now, of course, the 15 year is not cast strength. I want to say the 15 year is 46, and the cast strength is 56. So, this is 10% higher. Huh. The 15 year has a lot more floral note. Like fresh cut grass. Or when you're cutting the stems off of flowers you just bought for your wife. That's really nice, though. That's really nice. But this... Whew. Yeah. I'm sorry, 15 year. Redbreast cast strength. 12 year, for me, is far more appealing. I'd rather drink this. And that's why. That's part of the reason that I got the sample pack. I know I sent some to a bunch of my patrons, but I got the sample pack for this Irish Month experience for reviewing because I knew from previous experience that I would rather have the 12 year cast strength than a full bottle of 15. So I just saved myself some money by switching to Geico. No, by buying the sample set. So, should we see how the 12 year cast strength stacks up to the spots? Should we do that? Should we just throw it out there, go for it, just see what happens? See who comes out on top? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Calm down. Calm down. I'm doing it. Jeez. You don't want to yell at me. Okay, so green spot. Okay, Redbreast cast strength has a nicer nose than green spot. Ooh. 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 The wine finish on the yellow spot has an interesting note that the Redbreast 12 year isn't picking up, but it's just so much thinner that yellow's not doing it for me. So, red spot. Red spot's Marsala. Oh, interesting. Going from red spot to Redbreast cast strength, 12 year. When I sipped the 12 year Redbreast, I got a salty note that I wasn't picking up before. Interesting. Interesting. That is a pretty close match. The 15 year red spot and this are very close to each other. Now, that's not good for red spot because red spot is quite a bit more expensive than cast strength 12 year Redbreast. Now, I know that Redbreast is phasing away from this and into their small batch cast strength, where we don't have an age statement. And I haven't had one of those. I haven't even seen one of those yet. So, I can't really judge what that's going to taste like. But for the 12 year cast strength, they're very evenly matched, making this the winner because this is quite a bit cheaper. So, blue spot. It's so funny because in the previous videos, the spot videos, I said that the blue spot had kind of a subdued nose. But comparing this to the Redbreast, the Blue Spot's nose is starting to shine, whether it's from time in the glass or just a comparison to this. It's so sweet. It's like a really soft butterscotch melting on your tongue. Okay. This Redbreast 12 is a little bit sharper. Now they're both cask strength. This one's 56 and this one is 58. So the Blue Spot is just slightly higher alcohol percentage. But interestingly, the Blue Spot comes across less alcohol on the nose than the Redbreast. Let's try them. Oh, okay. Blue Spot kills this. Blue Spot murders this. This got murdered by Blue Spot. It's dead. Call in Joe Kenda. Homicide Hunter. I know who did it. Blue Spot did it. Murdered it. So yeah. We're getting close to the end of Irish Month. I'm only going to do one more video. And then we're going to be done with Irish Month. And then I'm going to review a couple bourbons before we get into Booker's Month, which is what next month is going to be. We're going to do a whole month of Bookers, the past 4 years, plus some older vintage Bookers, and the Booker's 30th. And so that's going to be super fun. But we're going to do, I have one more video to shoot for Irish Month, and then I've got to review a few bourbons in the last couple days of this month, and before we move into Booker's Month. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed this Irish Month. I've really gotten a kick out of it. It's been so much fun for me to just do something different, and I don't think I've ever drank this much Irish whiskey in any month of my life. You know, Irish whiskey to me, previous to this, was a, once in a while, if I was feeling it, definitely every St. Paddy's Day, of course, and in the days around St. Paddy's Day. But I've never drank this much before. And honestly, I don't know why I didn't before. Irish whiskey is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm going to continue growing my appreciation for Irish whiskey. And I hope you do too, because there are so many crossover flavors for a bourbon drinker in the Irish whiskey world that it's not a leap. I mean, yes, when you go into Scotch, there's kind of a jump, and someday in the near future, I'm going to do a Scotch month. And there is a big jump from bourbon to Scotch. But from bourbon to Irish, it's like they're kissing cousins. There's not an enormous leap. Is it different? Yeah, of course it's different. It's quite different. But some of the same flavors that we pick up in bourbon, you're going to find in Irish whiskey. And especially when you start playing in the higher proof end of the Irish whiskey world. So I encourage you guys to reach out, expand your palate, taste some Irish whiskeys. You can't go wrong. Up next, we're going to do some special Jameson whiskey and a little Jameson story time, I guess. And that'll wrap up Irish Month. Thank you guys for coming along with me on this journey. I really appreciate it. I love doing these videos for you guys. Until next time, have a great day.